Your eye color is not just a color, and it is absolutely not random. It is a survival system, a biological shield, a light filtering machine, and a genetic record of where your ancestors fought to stay alive. Brown, blue, green, hazel, these are not simply shades, they are evolutionary strategies, and the one you were born with reveals far more about your biology than you've ever been told. Let me show you. Thousands of years ago, humans lived in extreme environments. Equatorial regions blasted by relentless ultraviolet radiation, northern territories wrapped in dim skies and long winters, forests carved with shifting shadows, open plains drowned in blinding glare. The human body adapted to each of these worlds, and eye color became one of its most subtle yet powerful tools. To understand the hidden power of your eye color, we start with the molecule that controls everything: melanin. At the core of every eye color is melanin, a dark pigment found in your skin, your hair, and your eyes. But in the iris, melanin has a single purpose: to control how much light enters the eye. Think of it as a biological filter. More melanin means more light absorbed. Less melanin means more light passes through and scatters. Darker eyes, brown and black, contain high levels of melanin. They absorb intense sunlight and cut through glare. Lighter eyes, blue and gray, contain far less melanin. They don't absorb light, they scatter it, and that scattering creates something remarkable. Blue eyes are not blue because of pigment. There is no blue dye in the iris. They appear blue because of the way light reflects and disperses through the eye's structure, the same optical effect that makes the sky appear blue. Already, this tells us something important. Eye color is not about appearance. It is physics, it is biology, it is evolution in motion. But evolution never creates traits without pressure. So what pressures shaped the most common eye color on Earth? Brown and black eyes, the original advantage. Over 70% of the world has brown eyes. That dominance is not an accident. Early humans evolved in Africa under brutal equatorial sunlight. Ultraviolet radiation was constant, powerful, dangerous. Eyes needed protection. High melanin levels in brown eyes absorbed harmful light before it could damage the retina. They reduced glare, sharpened vision in bright conditions, lowered long-term risk of light-related damage. In simple terms, brown eyes were built for the sun. They are stable. They do not shift in different lighting. They do not scatter light. They absorb it. What we call black eyes are not truly black. They are an extreme form of dark brown, so dense with melanin that the iris appears almost pitch dark. These eyes are exceptional at filtering harsh sunlight. For people living near the equator, this was survival, not aesthetics. But as humans migrated north, everything changed. Sunlight faded, winters grew longer, the environment demanded a new adaptation. And then, one of the most surprising genetic shifts in human history occurred. Blue and gray eyes, the low light advantage. Between 6,000 and 10,000 years ago, a single mutation reduced melanin production in the iris. Before that moment, every human had brown eyes. This mutation created blue eyes. Instead of blocking light, these eyes allowed more of it to reach the retina. In low-light regions like northern Europe, this may have improved visibility during long, dim winters. Blue eyes appear blue because of shorter wavelengths scatter outward. The low melanin content creates a lighter base, allowing that scattering to dominate. Gray eyes take this even further. Even less melanin, even more scattering. A soft, steel-like appearance, shifting between silver and slate. But there was a cost. Lighter eyes are more sensitive to bright sunlight. They offer less natural UV protection. Evolution rarely gives advantages without sacrifice. So why did blue eyes spread so quickly? One theory points to low light sensitivity. Another points to something more human: rarity. A rare trait becomes attractive, and attraction can reshape entire populations. In just a few thousand years, blue eyes went from non-existent to dominant in parts of Europe. But evolution didn't stop there. Some eye colors found a balance between protection and sensitivity, and they became some of the rarest on Earth. Green eyes are among the rarest on the planet. Only 2% of people have them. They require a precise blend of moderate melanin and a yellow pigment called lipochrome. Too much melanin, they turn brown. Too little, they turn blue. Green eyes exist in a narrow biological window, a delicate balance that may have offered adaptability in shifting climates. Hazel eyes are even more dynamic. Intermediate melanin, traces of lipochrome. They shift with the light, green in one moment, golden or brown in another. This is not an illusion, it is the interaction between pigment and light. Hazel eyes represent versatility, moderate UV protection with maintained sensitivity. Amber eyes are rarer still, golden, copper, striking, high lipochrome, low melanin. Unlike hazel, amber does not shift, it remains richly golden. In nature, amber eyes are common in predators, wolves, owls. Some researchers believe this coloration may have acted as a visual signal in humans as well. Rarity can be powerful, but one eye trait goes beyond color entirely. Heterochromia, the genetic outlier. Heterochromia occurs when someone has two different eye colors or variations within the same iris. It affects less than 1% of the population, usually caused by minor genetic changes during early development. Its advantage is not tied to light. Instead, it reflects the complexity of genetic signaling. Most cases are harmless, vision remains normal, yet throughout history, heterochromia has been wrapped in myth, mystery, duality, symbolism. But scientifically, it is simply another example of how adaptive human genetics truly are. And this brings us to the deeper truth. Your eye color is not random. It is a biological record of where your ancestors survived. From melanin-rich brown eyes forged under intense sunlight to light-sensitive blue and gray eyes shaped by northern winters, each color is a different evolutionary answer to the same challenge: light. And here's what most people never realize. Your eye color still affects you today. How you see light, how sensitive you are to glare, how your body responds to different environments. Now, I want to know something. What is your eye color? And have you ever noticed how it changes in different lighting? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. And if you enjoyed uncovering the hidden science behind everyday human traits, don't leave yet. The video on your screen explores another mystery inside the human body, one most people never think about. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next discoveries.